Jeep has just dropped a bombshell, and the shockwaves are shaking the entire car market to its core. What's happening with one of America's most iconic brands? Let's dive in. Known for rugged off-road capability and adventure-ready vehicles, Jeep has always been a symbol of freedom and exploration. But now, the tables have turned, sales are plummeting, layoffs are devastating communities, and dealership lots are overflowing with unsold models. Why are Jeep's once beloved vehicles sitting unsold across the country? What mistakes has Stellantis made to push the brand to this breaking point? And most importantly, how does this turmoil impact you as a consumer? What's happening? Jeep, an iconic name synonymous with rugged adventure and resilience, now finds itself grappling with a crisis that no one could have predicted. Rows of unsold vehicles sit stagnant on dealership lots, plants are cutting shifts, and layoffs are shaking entire communities. The Toledo, Ohio plant, a cornerstone of Jeep's manufacturing legacy, is a stark example. Over 400 workers recently faced layoffs, a blow that resonates far beyond the factory floor. Entire neighborhoods are feeling the ripple effects, with local businesses losing customers and families struggling to make ends meet. This isn't just a corporate issue, it's personal for countless people who've built their lives around Jeep's success. How did a brand with such a storied history find itself here? To understand, we must peel back the layers of this unfolding disaster. The pricing problem. At the heart of Jeep's struggle lies its controversial pricing strategy. In recent years, Jeep's parent company, Stellantis, has aimed to reposition the brand as a luxury contender. While competitors like Toyota and Ford focus on affordability, Jeep has pushed premium models like the Grand Wagoneer to price points exceeding $100,000. The result? Sticker shock for buyers who once turned to Jeep for rugged, practical vehicles. Take the Jeep Gladiator, for instance. What was once heralded as a versatile, adventure-ready truck is now priced out of reach for many. A 2024 Gladiator Rubicon starts at nearly $70,000, with even the base Sport S trim sitting above $55,000. These price tags place Jeep in direct competition with high-end trucks like the Ford F-150 Limited and GMC Sierra Denali, brands with stronger reputations for luxury. For many loyal Jeep fans, this shift feels like a betrayal. Jeep was never meant to be a luxury brand. It was about grit, not glamour. The disconnect between Jeep's rugged image and its high-end pricing has left buyers wondering, who is Jeep trying to appeal to? This pricing misstep is pushing away the very customers who built the brand's reputation. Unsold inventory. The fallout from Jeep's pricing strategy is painfully visible on dealership lots across the United States. Rows upon rows of unsold Gladiators, Wranglers, and Grand Cherokees are gathering dust, creating logistical nightmares for dealers. Inventory management has become a crisis in itself, with some dealerships resorting to renting extra space to store surplus vehicles. Stellantis' response? Drastic measures, including production cuts and layoffs. In addition to the 400 layoffs at the Toledo plant, Stellantis has reduced shifts at other facilities, further straining already stressed workers. The financial burden of unsold inventory is immense, forcing the company into a vicious cycle. Overproduction leads to discounts, which erode profit margins and weaken the brand's value perception. For dealerships, this backlog creates another problem: consumer trust. When buyers see older models piled up on lots, it raises questions about the vehicle's value and appeal. Why haven't they sold? Are they overpriced? These perceptions can have a lasting impact, making it even harder to move inventory in the future. Leadership in turmoil. Jeep's struggles are further compounded by instability at the top. Stellantis' CEO, Carlos Tavares, recently stepped down amid growing criticism of his leadership. Industry insiders point to a disconnect between Stellantis' European leadership and the American automotive market. Critics argue that Stellantis has misjudged Jeep's core identity, attempting to transform the brand into something it was never meant to be. The absence of strong, decisive leadership leaves Jeep at a crossroads. Without clear direction, the company risks deepening its crisis. Interim leadership now faces the daunting task of stabilizing the brand while addressing the growing dissatisfaction among dealers, workers, and loyal customers. How will Jeep navigate these turbulent times? And what does this mean for the customers and communities who've long supported the brand? Impact on consumers. Jeep's current predicament has sent shockwaves rippling through its most important stakeholder group, consumers. For decades, Jeep customers have been fiercely loyal, drawn to the brand's promise of rugged adventure and go-anywhere capability. But now, Jeep's struggles are forcing a significant rethink for many buyers. On the surface, the rows of unsold vehicles sitting on dealership lots might appear as an opportunity for savvy shoppers to snag a bargain. Discounts, factory rebates, and dealership incentives are indeed more generous than ever. However, these short-term benefits mask much deeper concerns for Jeep enthusiasts and potential buyers. The current instability within Jeep raises unsettling questions about the long-term availability of its most beloved models. With production cuts underway and layoffs impacting assembly plants, there is a very real risk that Jeep's model lineup could shrink in the years ahead. Buyers who have had their hearts set on a Wrangler or Grand Cherokee may find fewer options available, particularly if Stellantis prioritizes higher margin models over its more affordable offerings. Additionally, as the financial strain continues to mount, Jeep could face further price hikes, making its vehicles even less accessible for the average consumer. Perhaps most troubling for buyers is the erosion of Jeep's perceived reliability. The once proud symbol of strength and resilience now appears vulnerable, with supply chain disruptions and overproduction issues tarnishing its reputation. Many buyers are beginning to wonder whether Jeep can continue to deliver on its promise of durability and off-road capability in the face of such overwhelming challenges. For those who once relied on Jeep for adventure and practicality, the uncertainty surrounding the brand is deeply unsettling. Economic consequences. Jeep's woes extend far beyond its showrooms. The economic ripple effects of the company's struggles are being felt across communities and industries that rely on its success. In towns like Toledo, Ohio, where Jeep has long been a cornerstone of the local economy, the impact of layoffs has been devastating. Over 400 workers were recently laid off from Jeep's Toledo assembly complex, a decision that has left families grappling with financial insecurity and entire neighborhoods facing reduced economic activity. Local businesses that depend on Jeep employees as customers are also feeling the strain, with many bracing for reduced revenue in the months ahead. The consequences of these layoffs are not limited to individual communities. Jeep's production cuts have implications for the broader automotive supply chain, which is already grappling with rising costs and post-pandemic disruptions. Suppliers of parts and materials are seeing reduced orders, which could force smaller businesses to scale back their operations or even close their doors entirely. The effects are far-reaching, impacting not only assembly line workers but also truck drivers, warehouse staff, and logistics providers. Even within Stellantis, the financial strain caused by Jeep's overproduction and misaligned pricing strategy is putting additional pressure on other brands within the conglomerate. Resources that could have been allocated to innovation or improving production efficiency are now being diverted to address Jeep's mounting inventory and dealership challenges. This misallocation of resources could have long-term consequences for Stellantis as a whole, making it harder for the company to compete in an increasingly dynamic automotive market. Competition heats up. While Jeep struggles to find its footing, competitors are wasting no time capitalizing on the situation. Brands like Ford, Toyota, and Subaru are stepping in to fill the void, offering vehicles that directly challenge Jeep's traditional strongholds. The Ford Bronco, for example, has quickly become one of Jeep's fiercest rivals, successfully capturing the adventurous spirit that Jeep seems to be drifting away from. With its retro-inspired design, modern technology, and competitive pricing, the Bronco has resonated with buyers who might have otherwise chosen a Wrangler. Toyota, too, has emerged as a formidable competitor, particularly with its Toyota 4Runner and compact sport utility vehicles. These models offer a balance of off-road capability and everyday practicality that appeals to a broad audience. Unlike Jeep, Toyota has managed to maintain competitive pricing while building a reputation for exceptional reliability and durability. For many buyers, this combination of attributes makes Toyota a more compelling choice. Subaru has also carved out a niche in the adventure vehicle market, offering rugged models like the Subaru Outback and Subaru Crosstrek. While not as off-road focused as Jeep's lineup, Subaru vehicles excel in versatility, fuel efficiency, and safety, qualities that are increasingly valued by today's consumers. Subaru's loyal customer base is expanding as it positions itself as a more affordable and practical alternative to Jeep. The rise of these competitors highlights a critical issue for Jeep. Its pricing strategy and identity crisis are driving customers into the arms of other brands. As Ford, Toyota, and Subaru continue to refine their offerings, Jeep risks losing its long-held dominance in the off-road and adventure vehicle segments. To regain its edge, Jeep must address these competitive pressures head-on, but its current trajectory suggests that the road to recovery will be anything but easy. Jeep's identity crisis. Perhaps the most significant challenge Jeep faces is its struggle to reconcile its brand identity with its recent strategic decisions. For decades, Jeep was celebrated as the ultimate symbol of rugged, no-nonsense adventure. Its vehicles were designed to conquer rough terrains, weather harsh conditions, and provide an unparalleled sense of freedom. Whether it was the iconic Jeep Wrangler tackling off-road trails, or the dependable Jeep Grand Cherokee serving as a family workhorse, Jeep's appeal was rooted in its authenticity and reliability. However, under Stellantis' leadership, Jeep has undergone a dramatic transformation. The introduction of models like the Grand Wagoneer, with its six-figure price tag and premium features, marks a stark departure from the brand's traditional ethos. While the Grand Wagoneer has found an audience among luxury buyers, it has also alienated a significant portion of Jeep's loyal customer base. For many longtime Jeep enthusiasts, the shift toward luxury feels like a betrayal of the brand's core values. The consequences of this identity crisis extend beyond alienating existing customers. By attempting to compete in the luxury segment, Jeep has entered a crowded market dominated by established players like Land Rover, Mercedes-Benz, and Audi. These brands have spent decades cultivating their reputations for high-end vehicles and come with a level of prestige that Jeep simply cannot replicate overnight. As a result, Jeep finds itself in a precarious position, struggling to attract luxury buyers while simultaneously losing its traditional audience. This identity crisis is further compounded by Stellantis' missteps in communicating Jeep's value proposition to consumers. The disconnect between Jeep's rugged image and its premium pricing has created confusion in the marketplace. Buyers are left wondering whether Jeep is a brand for adventurers, families, or luxury seekers, and the lack of a clear answer has only deepened the brand's current struggles. To regain its footing, Jeep must take a hard look at what made it successful in the first place. The brand's heritage of durability, capability, and accessibility is its greatest strength, and any strategy moving forward must center on these core attributes. By realigning its product offerings and messaging with its roots, Jeep has an opportunity to rebuild trust and loyalty among its customer base. Inventory management. One of Jeep's most visible and pressing challenges lies in the massive overproduction of its vehicles. Walk into a Jeep dealership today, and you are likely to encounter rows of unsold Gladiators, Grand Cherokees, and Wranglers stretching as far as the eye can see. While this surplus might seem like an isolated issue, it reveals deep flaws in Stellantis' production and inventory strategies. The overproduction problem stems from a miscalculation of demand. Jeep's leadership overestimated how many buyers would be willing to pay the premium prices set for its vehicles, particularly the higher trims of models like the Gladiator and Grand Wagoneer. This misjudgment has left dealerships struggling to move units, even with significant discounts and factory rebates. The glut of unsold inventory is not just a logistical headache for dealerships, it also damages Jeep's brand perception. When customers see hundreds of vehicles sitting unsold, it creates an impression of stagnation and desperation. Potential buyers begin to question the value of these models, and loyalists may feel disillusioned by the brand's apparent inability to maintain its once proud reputation. Stellantis' response to this crisis has been reactive rather than proactive. Layoffs and production cuts, while necessary to stem the financial bleeding, are short-term fixes that fail to address the root of the problem. What Jeep needs is a comprehensive overhaul of its inventory management system, one that aligns production levels with actual consumer demand. This could include adopting more flexible manufacturing processes that allow for quicker adjustments to output based on market conditions. Additionally, better forecasting tools and closer collaboration with dealerships could help Jeep avoid future overproduction crises. Electrification challenges. The automotive industry is rapidly shifting toward electrification, and Jeep has made some progress in this area with models like the Wrangler 4xe plug-in hybrid. However, Jeep's foray into the world of electric vehicles has been fraught with challenges that highlight its struggle to adapt to the changing landscape. The Wrangler 4xe, while innovative, comes with a hefty price tag that puts it out of reach for many potential buyers. Furthermore, its electric range and charging infrastructure lag behind competitors, limiting its appeal to environmentally conscious consumers who expect more from an electrified vehicle. This gap between consumer expectations and what Jeep offers underscores the brand's difficulty in fully committing to the electric revolution. Another challenge is how Jeep integrates electrification with its core identity. Jeep's loyalists value ruggedness and durability, qualities that are often associated with traditional internal combustion engines. To win over these customers, Jeep must prove that its electric and hybrid models can deliver the same level of off-road capability and dependability as their gas-powered predecessors. This means developing electric vehicles that can tackle harsh terrains, withstand extreme conditions, and provide the range necessary for long adventures. In addition to technical challenges, Jeep faces significant financial hurdles in its electrification journey. Developing electric powertrains, upgrading factories, and building charging infrastructure require massive investments that Stellantis may find difficult to allocate given Jeep's current financial struggles. To overcome these barriers, Jeep must strike a delicate balance between innovation and cost management. By focusing on incremental improvements and prioritizing key markets, the brand can lay the groundwork for a more sustainable electric future. Consumer trust erosion. One of Jeep's most critical challenges is the erosion of consumer trust, a problem that has been building over several years but has become particularly acute during the current crisis. For decades, Jeep cultivated a reputation for rugged reliability, attracting a passionate following of drivers who saw their vehicles as more than just transportation. However, recent missteps in pricing, production, and quality control have tested this loyalty to its limits. A major source of frustration for Jeep customers has been the rising cost of ownership. High prices for new models are just the beginning. Jeep's vehicles are also associated with above-average repair costs and frequent recalls. These issues create financial burdens for owners and raise questions about the brand's commitment to quality. For example, the recall of thousands of Wranglers due to steering defects not only inconvenienced customers but also damaged Jeep's image as a manufacturer of dependable off-road vehicles. Another factor contributing to the erosion of trust is the perception that Jeep has lost touch with its core audience. By prioritizing luxury features and high-end pricing, Stellantis has alienated the very customers who helped build the brand's legacy. Enthusiasts who once viewed Jeep as a trusted partner in their adventures now feel sidelined by a brand that seems more interested in competing with luxury automakers than staying true to its roots. Rebuilding trust will require more than just better products. It will demand a renewed focus on customer relationships. Jeep must actively engage with its community, soliciting feedback and demonstrating a willingness to address concerns. Initiatives like enhanced warranties, transparent communication about recalls, and improved customer service can go a long way in restoring confidence. Additionally, Jeep should leverage its passionate fan base by hosting events, supporting outdoor conservation projects, and celebrating the adventurous spirit that defines its brand. Market challenges. Jeep's struggles are unfolding against a backdrop of broader economic and industry-wide challenges that amplify its difficulties. Rising interest rates, inflation, and supply chain disruptions have created a tough environment for automakers, and Jeep is no exception. These factors have made it harder for consumers to afford big-ticket items like vehicles, especially those with premium price tags. In addition to economic pressures, shifting consumer preferences are reshaping the automotive landscape. More buyers are prioritizing fuel efficiency and affordability over size and power, a trend that has hurt Jeep's larger, less efficient models. The growing popularity of compact sport utility vehicles and crossovers has further squeezed Jeep's market share, as brands like Toyota and Subaru capture the attention of cost-conscious consumers. The transition to electric vehicles represents another significant challenge. Governments worldwide are tightening emission standards and offering incentives for electric vehicle adoption, accelerating the shift away from traditional internal combustion engines. While Jeep has made some progress in electrification, it risks falling behind competitors who have been quicker to adapt to these changes. Despite these challenges, Jeep's global presence offers opportunities for growth. The brand has a strong foothold in regions like Europe and Asia, where demand for sport utility vehicles remains robust. By tailoring its offerings to the preferences of these markets, such as smaller, more fuel-efficient models for Europe and rugged, durable vehicles for developing regions, Jeep can offset some of its domestic struggles. However, success in international markets will require a cohesive strategy that balances regional customization with the brand's overarching identity. Realigning the brand, To regain its footing in the automotive market, Jeep must take a long, hard look at its roots. The essence of Jeep has always been ruggedness, durability, and a spirit of adventure. These qualities have defined its vehicles for decades, appealing to a broad audience of outdoor enthusiasts, families, and off-road adventurers. However, in its pursuit of luxury pricing and high-end features, Jeep has strayed from this foundation, alienating much of its traditional customer base. To realign with its core identity, Jeep must refocus its product offerings on affordability and practicality. Models like the Jeep Wrangler and Jeep Gladiator, which were once synonymous with rugged exploration, need to return to their original purpose, offering reliable, go-anywhere capability at a price that makes sense for average consumers. Introducing tiered pricing strategies that cater to both budget-conscious buyers and those seeking premium features would help bridge the gap between Jeep's adventurous heritage and its ambitions for modern innovation. Equally important is the messaging surrounding Jeep's brand. Jeep must communicate that it is returning to its roots, prioritizing reliability, capability, and affordability. Marketing campaigns that highlight Jeep's off-road prowess, community spirit, and storied history could rekindle the emotional connection that loyalists once felt for the brand. By authentically embracing what made it iconic in the first place, Jeep can begin to rebuild trust and loyalty. Balancing legacy with innovation. While it is essential for Jeep to honor its legacy, the brand must also innovate to remain competitive in an evolving industry. Advanced technology and electrification are no longer optional. They are necessary components of any automaker's strategy. The challenge for Jeep is integrating these elements without compromising its rugged DNA. Electrification offers an opportunity for Jeep to redefine what adventure means in the 21st century. Electric vehicles are often associated with urban environments and sleek designs, but Jeep has the chance to create a new category: rugged electric adventure vehicles. Imagine an electric Wrangler or Gladiator capable of tackling the toughest trails while offering zero emissions and unparalleled torque. These vehicles would not only appeal to environmentally conscious buyers, but also reinforce Jeep's commitment to innovation. Jeep must also focus on improving the practicality of its electrified offerings, expanding the range of plug-in hybrids and fully electric models, investing in charging infrastructure, and ensuring that these vehicles can perform in extreme conditions are all critical steps. Additionally, integrating off-road specific technologies such as smart navigation systems and enhanced suspension systems could make Jeep's electric lineup uniquely appealing to its core audience. Beyond electrification, Jeep can explore other technological advancements that enhance its vehicle's off-road capabilities. Autonomous driving features tailored for off-road use, modular designs that allow for customization, and advanced safety systems can all provide value to customers while staying true to Jeep's adventurous spirit. Community engagement and trust building. Reconnecting with its community will be vital for Jeep's long-term success. The brand's most loyal customers have historically been more than just buyers. They are part of a passionate community united by a love for adventure and exploration. However, Jeep's recent struggles have strained these relationships, and rebuilding them will require proactive efforts. One way Jeep can re-establish its connection with the community is by hosting events that celebrate its heritage and engage its customer base. Off-road rallies, trail cleaning initiatives, and adventure weekends could foster a sense of belonging among Jeep owners while showcasing the brand's commitment to its roots. Partnering with conservation organizations and outdoor brands could further enhance Jeep's reputation as a brand that values the environment and the spirit of exploration. Transparency will also play a significant role in restoring trust. Jeep must be upfront about its challenges and the steps it is taking to address them. Whether it is providing clear communication about recalls, offering extended warranties, or introducing customer loyalty programs, Jeep needs to demonstrate that it values its customers and is committed to their satisfaction. Finally, Jeep should invest in strengthening its dealer relationships. Dealers are often the face of the brand for consumers, and ensuring they are equipped with the tools, support, and incentives to succeed will benefit both parties. By fostering a strong dealer network, Jeep can improve the overall customer experience and drive sales. The road ahead. The challenges facing Jeep are significant, but so are the opportunities. As the automotive industry undergoes a period of rapid transformation, Jeep has the chance to redefine itself and emerge stronger than ever. By embracing its heritage while innovating for the future, Jeep can carve out a unique space in the market that honors its past while meeting the demands of modern consumers. This journey will not be easy. Jeep must address pricing missteps, improve its electrification strategy, and rebuild trust with both customers and dealers. However, However, if it can successfully navigate these challenges, Jeep has the potential to not only recover, but also thrive in an increasingly competitive and dynamic market. So, what do you think? Can Jeep reclaim its adventurous spirit and find its way back to the top? Or has it strayed too far from what made it iconic in the first place? We want to hear from you. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Whether you're a Jeep enthusiast, a curious onlooker, or someone considering their next vehicle, your perspective matters. Let's discuss what the future holds for Jeep and the entire automotive industry. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more insights, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.